Hi, welcome to a very special episode of Health Bites with XYATA. I'm your host Sandeep Kaushik, and today we are going to talk about something very, very important for the pharma industry. Yes, we are talking about pharmacy of the world, and India is known as the pharmacy of the world. And to talk more about why it's called pharmacy of the world and more insights on the pharmaceutical industries of India, I have a super expert sitting with me, founder of XYATA Life Sciences, Mr. Arvinder Singh, who has 35 years of experience in these industries. Welcome, Arvinder.
Thank you, Sandeep, for having me here. It's always a great honor and a pleasure both speaking to you.
Super. So, Arvinder, I have heard that a lot of companies across the world, especially the pharma companies and the importers of pharma products, are looking at India as a partner for manufacturing and for supplying the pharma products. And as I just said, that it's known as pharmacy of the world. So I'd like to ask you why it's called pharmacy of the world, and also how benefit it is for the importers of these pharma products across the world to work with the Indian companies.
That's a very nice question, Sandeep, because when it comes to pharmaceuticals are the lifeline of any country.
It does.
And in India, we have a great distinction in terms of being one of the biggest and the highest supplier of pharmaceutical products across the world, which includes finished products and vaccines to a large extent. Mm-hmm. Now, India is a very highly regulated market. When I say regulated, it is a market which comes with a lot of restrictions.
Okay.
So that in one way benefits the country and the pharma industry in terms of evolving the systems and the processes in such a way to not only meet but exceed world standards in terms of the quality, which is of course a basic assured area, but not only so in quality, but also in innovation. Mm-hmm. And if you look at a few of the statistics which are available, some of the very important certifications which are required are the US-FDA, the WHO-GMP, the EU-GMP for mm-hmm. pharmaceutical products. Mm-hmm. And India has the distinction of having the highest number of manufacturers who have the certifications as far as these quality standards are concerned.
Wow.
And that also holds not true for these, but even for devices wherein you have the CE certification and the ISO requirements. Those two we have in plenty in terms of the companies, their quality standards, and their overall functioning, which not only meets but exceeds global requirements.
In fact, that's my next question. Like, when our importers decide to do something with India, what are the major concerns they have? What are the major challenges they face in terms of choosing the right partner? I mean, because choosing the right partner is very important. So what do you think are the major concerns and challenges?
Well, one of the biggest areas of challenge may be a little conundrum as far as the selection of the right partner is concerned. Uh-huh. Now, I'll share with you some very interesting data as far as India is concerned as a country. Well, as you know, in India, there are we have 28 states.
Yeah.
We have 8 union territories. Uh-huh. And not only this, other than that, we have 121 spoken languages in terms of mother tongues.
Wow.
And not only this, we have around 270 other languages and 700 plus languages which are spoken in different communities across the country.
The dialects.
Yeah, the dialects.
Okay.
So although we always say that diversity is always a very fine thing to have, but this diversity can sometimes turn to be a little nightmarish for partners who are looking to find the right manufacturing setup in India. Mm-hmm. To compound this further, there are around 10,000 plus manufacturers of pharmaceutical products in India.
Wow.
Out of that, 3,500 meet all the global requirements for certifications. Mm-hmm. Now, if you look at this, a person who's looking for, or a company across the world who's scouting for a partner in a country like India, will find it very difficult to navigate through these challenges.
Okay.
So that's one area or one challenge which companies face when it comes to it, because we don't have, unlike many countries, a single spoken language. The languages, as I told you, are many. So I think navigating through all that maze of manufacturers and all the other areas is sometimes an issue which people from other countries of the world do face in India.
Well, very good thought. But also, like, I also know that they are very concerned about the quality, the compliance, the documentation. And as you initially said, there's a lot of certification wise. We have a lot of people who are certified manufacturers, but also you need certifications and compliances to send the pharma products in those countries. So, how do you think these kind of challenges are taken care by the importers?
For the manufacturers who are certified with all the global quality requirements, they do have all the dossier ready things available with them. The dossiers are available, the compliances are well in place, the issues when it comes to meeting all the regulatory requirements are met with well in order and well in time, so that there are no issues which importers face when they have to buy products from India for utilization in their parent company. So all the systems and processes are where the challenges have to be met with a fine partner to have, because the local partner in India will be able to navigate and negotiate all these things to the best of their satisfaction, so that they do not face any issues when it comes to importing the products into their country.
So, you want to say like a buying house or a buying agent in India for their products or whatever the requirement is, something like that?
An agent will not be the right word, because an agent will only be taking care of the superficial stuff.
Okay.
But what they need is a partner who has substantial experience, who has substantial understanding, credibility, and trust. I think those are the key areas where people who are looking for getting products into their country must find the right partner for them. Who can give them a 360-degree kind of a solution, rather than just kind of cherry picking a few specific ideas for their utilization.
So, talking about this and talking about also XYATA, your company, I know that you've been working with a lot of buyers across the world. How does you simplify the complexity of the entire thing, where the requirements are variable, the specific needs are different? How do you really make it simplified for them?
XYATA per se is a consolidator and a consortium of companies where we have handpicked manufacturers who meet all the global requirements as far as their certifications, as far as the regulatory areas, as far as the documentation, as far as the customization of products is concerned. So the solutions which XYATA offers are not one of those which a single manufacturer can meet, because we are offering a very big basket,
the complete bouquet of services and products.
We have a big bouquet of services and products which are available, which are customized to the requirement of the buyer, and that's the kind of solution which we at XYATA offer. I'm sure no one else as a singular manufacturer can really address those areas.
True that. Also, talking about value-added service in terms of, one is just supplying medicine, one is just supplying pharma products. But what are the other value-added services importer can think of taking from people like you, like companies like you?
The value-added services, to my understanding, is a state of mind in terms of actualizing the and understanding the requirements of the buyer. Now, what I feel in person is that every buyer has different requirements.
Yes,
they come from a certain mindset, they come from a certain background. Their requirements and their expectations are very exclusive.
Okay.
And I think anybody like XYATA, for instance, has to understand what are the exact requirements of that particular buyer and offer solutions based upon their specific needs.
Okay.
Now, things like quality and all are basic assured areas.
They are.
And now is the time for customization, as you very well picked up the right point out of this entire dialogue. And that's where we specialize in terms of giving them not only good products, but also in terms of meeting all their requirements in terms of the required certifications and documentation, and also ensuring that we are able to build a lot of credibility and a long-term trust with them over a period of time. Of course, there are certain areas which are better experienced than explained.
Of course.
So this is one of the similar areas.
So do you also think that can India meet the requirements of the specialized products, biological products, or niche products, or something like which is more in terms of innovation, creation, and then delivering?
See, in India, there's a lot of things which are happening.
Uh-huh.
In fact, we are in the middle of almost a revolution when it comes to pharmaceutical products. The times nowadays are more focused in terms of biological products. There are also needs for products in terms of very specialized areas of treatment like endocrinology, also like cancer treatment. All these areas are where a lot of good work is happening. And this is where innovation also, as you was speaking in your previous question, come into the flow, because these are the areas where a lot of things are being done. There are a lot of new companies which are coming up, a lot of new startups, a lot of new initiatives which are coming and offering solutions to up the benchmark and to up the game as far as innovation is concerned in a country like India. So what we are doing more focused way is to bring products and solutions and services which are not just run-of-the-mill kind of areas. We would prefer these areas like biologicals and endocrinology and anti-cancer treatment. Also something very interesting like orphan drugs, which can add a lot of value to the buyer. And a lot of good things are happening in terms of technological integration, in terms of new idea input, in terms of new packagings. A lot of things are
it is a happening industry.
Yes,
for sure.
they are.
So I'll also like to ask you, like for a global buyer, if they're working with XYATA, I mean, are we talking about, is it like value-based products, I mean, cost-effective products, and also innovation at the same time? I mean, how does XYATA comes into picture in that case when a global buyer demands innovation, but a good pricing as well?
There's some very interesting data on this. If you look at the Western counterparts for the same range of products which we have in India, the products manufactured in India are almost 40 to 60% more economical in terms of their overall pricing. And not only that, we also, as a company, try to negotiate and bring to the table the best winning deals to our associates across the world, which definitely are of interest to them and which meet their exact requirement.
Okay.
And this is an area which is, there is an article I was reading on consultancy. And one of the person who was replying to that was none other than Steve Jobs, who has been synonymous with Apple. He had a very interesting remark to make. He said that when you are talking of consultancy, you are giving a consultancy or your opinion without your 100% flesh and blood into it. You're not feeling or gelling with what exactly is going through it.
Okay.
So to really give a worthwhile kind of a service to your clients, one has to be very neck deep into the entire situation, and that's what we do. We don't indulge with too many organizations at a go, and we try to give them the best possible solution, which is not just superficial or over the surface, but it's a complete 360-degree solution to their actual requirements.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Arvinder ji, for sharing your wisdom, your knowledge about the pharma industry in India. And I would like to say to all the buyers, all the people across globally, if you are looking to buy products from pharmaceutical products from India, well, this is the right time. We have the best of the factories. We have people who are innovating. We are customizing your exact requirements, tailor-made solutions. And we have people like Arvinder ji and more who are experts in multiple domains and who can be your single point contact in India and can help you purchase the best possible products, amazing pricing, good quality, and of course, certified, and all those things goes without saying. So thank you so much for watching Health Bites with XYATA. Keep looking at some very interesting sessions coming up with Arvinder ji and with Zyta Life Sciences. Thank you so much.